It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by Williams. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
The wide open shot from Strus. Misses the three. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daigneault. David, what did he say?
Friend of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. So Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thanks, David.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And the shot goes down.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Pass to Mitchell. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Fires for three. A nice shot by Mobley.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Outside Garland. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
There is no quitting Donovan Mitchell and one.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. There's Garland. Deflected by Hartenstein. Outside Williams. From past the arc. Rebound by Mitchell. Cavaliers trailing. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Yep, it counts.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Garland, that's for two. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Holmgren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And looking looking to get stronger. Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Shot clock at 3. Holmgren can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one. I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Got that one up quick. Williams has got 5.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. They get it again. Mobley outside. Missed it, even after all those chances. And stolen by Hunter. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so... 10. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Launches it. Hunter on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Tries again. And Williams with the lead.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And that one's good. Hunter. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. There's some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Caruso with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. On the wing, Wallace. Up top, Joe. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The Cavaliers trail by 4. To the left wing. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Jerome, no good. Launches a three. Hunter grabs the miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Here's Williams.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now the Sixers on the break. Pass to George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Now here's Embiid. Points. That one goes.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Here's Kamari. 6 on the shot clock. Up top, Avdia. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
They set the screen. And Maxey, here we go. Here's Grimes. That three's off the mark. Now Portland with it. To the middle. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yes, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Pass to George. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Back to Ayton. They need this. And Ayton with the stuff.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
George with the bucket.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Avdia can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. To the paint. And here's Embiid. Back to George. George with another miss.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
.58 seconds left now in the first quarter. Avdia attacking. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. George outside. To the inside. Embiid, good.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to George. Shoots. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
So both teams changing it up here. Blazers trail by 11. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Klingon. Joel Embiid with the board. They've got numbers. Here's McCain. Can't get it to fall. Pass to Henderson. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Looking to run whenever they can. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pass to McCain. Let's go with a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Right wing. Here's Kamare. Off target with the three.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And he gets the bucket.
Tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Pass to Embiid. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Inside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Grant outside. Pass to Williams. From 8 feet away. The rebound by Yabusele. The Sixers lead by 15. And there's the foul. It'll go on.
We are live in San Francisco as the Warriors are about to go into this interconference contest here. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. A tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum looking around. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
That one goes. Count it.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Now here's Curry. Moody's shot is off. It's White on the wing. Right at the free throw line. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
In the corner, Moody with it. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Curry can't get it to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Boston ball.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Brown wide open. He fires. Boston again missing. Here's Key. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Score the...
I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. And the shot goes down. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Collins with the rebound. Markkanen right side. Washington grabs the miss. Irving with it. Picked up by Sexton. To the paint. Here's Washington. Utah grabs the miss. On the wing, Sexton. Collins inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Davis misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Savvy play call by Irving, moving the pieces around with a pick and roll to set up a shooter.
Collins. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Pass to Collins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Irving. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Now here's Kessler. Pass to Collins. Right side, Sexton. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Thompson with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Thompson, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. From down in the low post, it goes.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Now here's Irving. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. Tipped. Clarkson outside. Pass to Collins. Kessler with it. Now Thompson defending. Back to Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Outside Irving. Driving in. Misses the layup. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Clarkson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gafford. And it's blocked by Kessler. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Georgia's shot is off. Here's Dinwiddie. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your backers, Dinwiddie. Shooting one.
Free throw good, Dinwiddie. For three, George. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Jazz out in front. They lead by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Marshall with the bucket.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Back to Sexton. Over Dinwiddie. Outside for Sexton. Second chance shot. Utah with another miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 6.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Dinwiddie sinks that one from the post. Dinwiddie's got his second basket. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here's Irving. And the shot goes. Give him 8 points now. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Pass to Filipowski. And here's Clarkson. Here's Hendricks. Back to Clarkson. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a 6th man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Irving, that's good.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
Hook loose. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's Filipowski to stop the run. And it's good on the layup. Filipowski's got his first bucket in this one.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 5-point game. Gafford the screen. Inside. Over Kessler. Pass to Washington. Back to Thompson. To the wing, right side. Davis from long range. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Baseline jumper. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And Dallas with possession. And here's Thompson for 3. Unable to get that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 3-point lead. Washington outside. Pass to Gafford. There's 42 seconds left to the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Collier, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And when Markkanen looks to score, defenders sometimes get nervous and in turn resort to fouling him.
Markkanen hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And in terms of raw talent, Kyrie Irving is a step up from a lot of other guys. He just has an innate ability to create things out on the floor and make tricky shots.
Sexton looking around. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Sexton's got 5 points.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pass to Collins. Jacks up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. He's got 9.
And sometimes Collins makes this look so effortless, as if the 3-shot is just that easy.
Down low. Here's Davis. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Davis a screen. To the middle. Too strong. Davis for 2.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Pass to Sexton. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
The Mavericks leading. Outside Davis. Collins with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Sexton. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism, Sexton can really get up and finish.
To the middle. Here's Gafford. Good D by Kessler. Utah with the ball. Well, Coach Lowry marking it. It's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Ryan. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Jazz making a switch here. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Irving, that's good. Irving's got 15.
And Kyrie loves putting on a show. This is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Here's Washington. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so Clarkson nails both of them.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Pass to Gafford. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Sexton. And the rebound goes to Dallas. There's a minute 59 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Dinwiddie. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah trailing here. Here's Sexton. Gafford with the block. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Give him 8. Here's Thompson. Sinks the 15-footer.
And if you're a high school player and you're looking for a jump shot to emulate, watch Mr. Thompson.
Clarkson for 3. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And it's Gafford missing. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Collier. From outside the arc. Drains the triple. Collier's got 7 points.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Back to Dinwiddie. Outside for Irving. 5 on the clock. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Down low. Gafford. Misses from short range. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Sexton. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Outside Irving. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Clarkson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Thompson outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And stolen by Edwards. Inside. Pass to Lively. Over Kessler. Lively with the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
We talk about body control. Well, right there, Collins showing how to maintain one's balance on that physical drive.
To take the lead. And there's another one for the Jazz. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Edwards for three. Kessler with a rebound. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Mavericks trailing. Right wing. Back to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Dallas, no good that time either. Kessler with it. Now Thompson defending. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Collins outside. Pass to Sexton. Driving to the basket. Banked it in off the glass. Sexton's gotten 4 this quarter.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you. And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
The layup misses. Utah leading. Pass to Sexton. Dinwiddie on the double team. Back to Kessler. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And the Jazz leading by 3.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Davis. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. Here's Dinwiddie to tie it up. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And this game is tied up now. Markkanen left side. Good.
This is why Markkanen has the rock in his hands. This team wants him to take those big shots.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
And the dunk by Gafford.
Great setup by Irving. Just a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Collins. The Mavericks pull it in. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth. Outside Davis. And Collins with the big block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Chalk up 2 there. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kessler. And the layup is good off the glass.
Taking it straight to the rim. Going for the high percentage shot when it matters the most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
And he comes up with a bucket.
They don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
And it's blocked by Davis. Here's Thompson. Oh, it's stolen. In transition, here come the Jazz. Pass to Collins. No one near him. Yes! And tie game! Huge basket right there. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. .34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no luck that time either. And the Jazz with possession here. Pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Over to the left wing. Collins outside. Shot clock at 5. Gafford with the block. Irving looking around. Puts it up from 12. Here's Davis. Oh, no good. We're headed for overtime. Time expires. We're going to open. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Clarkson. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Here's Irving. He's off on the layup. Clarkson outside to the inside. Pass to Sensabaugh to the middle. Here's Filipowski. Count it. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Davis a screen. Easy money for Davis inside.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Collier. Up top, Collins. Pass to Sexton. Back to Collins. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Thompson. Oh, Klay takes the contact and finishes.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside. Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Stolen by Collins. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Knocks it loose. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. So it's the Mavericks now, trailing by 2. Here's Irving. Here's Gafford. Thompson scanning the floor. Down low. And the dunk by Gafford.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Collins. Shoots.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. Here's Collins. 4 on the clock. Washington grabs the miss. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And stolen by Markkanen. In transition. Pass to Sexton. Fires the 3. Oh, he nails it. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Outside Irving. Gafford to screen. Outside Irving. For the win! And we're headed to another OT! A breathtaking defensive stop to stay alive. Hey, can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler with it. Stolen by Gafford. And here's the fast break. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
And I'll tell you what, I just love how Davis runs the floor. Just incredible. I mean, how do you stop him in these situations?
Pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Collins, high post. Now Sexton. Back to Collins. Just 3 to shoot. He shoots. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Mavericks leading. Now here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. Outside Davis. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
Right side, Sexton. Collins outside. Back to Sexton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Outside for Sexton. Back to Collins. To the inside. Pass to Kessler. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Sexton. Washington grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Collier.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And here's Thompson for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Stolen by Davis. Here's Lively. Utah grabs the miss.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And Davis has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tougher defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both. And it's a 7-point game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
And Utah calls time here. 19 seconds left in the second overtime. Your thoughts, guys?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
They grab their own miss. Markkanen. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. The free throw is off from Markkanen. And they go to the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. And Utah calls time here. There's 10 seconds left in the second overtime period. Guys, your thoughts?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Colin Sexton.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But, hey, give them credit. They really dug deep into their energy reserves and showed their determination to get this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Towns. What a terrific move that is. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Pass to Towns. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. So it's Los Angeles now. And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Harden. After the basket by New York on the other end. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Back to Brunson. Just over a minute and a half in. He's off on the layup. Leonard with the ball. Hard covering. Yep, that one's good.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
And here's Brunson. Left side Hart. Bridges outside. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Leonard, left side. To the right side. Outside Harden. Screen by Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Inside, Bridges. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Clippers making a change here.
Let's hear it for all the answers. Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
That's his first personal.
Here's Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Good work there as it goes.
The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish.
Beyond the arc. And Hart is good for 3. Hart's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Leonard. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
To the inside. Here's Zubac. Goes up again. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. It's Hart on the wing. Back to Brunson. 3-pointer, Bridges. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Yes, it's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Harden from outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just and for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the LA Clippers. 7-point differential. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How creative has Ben Simmons, just sizing up the defense in pick-and-roll action.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Knicks lead 23-15.
Nice shot by Simmons.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Pass to Shamet. Back to McBride. The 3. Now Achua. Achua with a screen. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. McBride can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
On the wing, Jones. Back to Simmons. Oh, Robinson with a block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And that one drops. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
25-17.
Simmons with it. Achua with the rebound. New York leading by 8. Pass to Dadier. Screen by Robinson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player. An example of Dunn showing just how unselfish he is, moving the ball well.
Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively.
Timeout.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Down low. Here's Anunoby. Soft touch off the glass. Anunoby's got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you, at 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Pass to Eubanks. To the middle. Jones. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Knicks leading by 6. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Outside Jones. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Robinson. And here are the Knicks. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Shot by Leonard, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Anunoby with the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Got it.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Knicks leading by 8. Here's Bridges. Leonard pulls down the board. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
.35 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by Bridges. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity. Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Pass to Robinson. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Leonard outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And Leonard drops them both. Here's Towns. Oh, and was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be back in a moment. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Clippers trail by 6. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Leonard all alone, no doubt about it.
A dynamic two-way player. Leonard is especially gifted at turning defense into offense. He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Pass to Towns. Buries it from 3. Towns has got 9 points.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Harden from outside. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks leading by 7. For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Offensive rebound. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Powell's got his first 2 points.
Oh, come on now. That's a big-time offensive rebound. The combination of length and explosiveness. Norman Powell, good night.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. With a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Towns. Achua up top. Achua with a screen. Here's Dadier. He can't get it to go. Some solid D from Eubanks. Clippers trail by 5. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Knicks leading by 7. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Brunson with it, and it's Mills picking him up. Back to Shamet. Over Bogdanovich. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Shamet's got 4 points this quarter.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Here's Powell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, gritty play.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And that one's good. Towns has got 11.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Substitution on the court.
Knicks on D. Pass to Powell. And he makes it on the layup. 6 points for him.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Now Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
A minute 39 left in the third. Pass to Achua. Drives to the hoop.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Knicks leading by 6. Bridges outside. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Here's Harden. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. Now here's Payne. And that one's good. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Simmons. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
Now Payne. Outside Achua. Left side McBride. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day?
The Clippers, 44.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And the Knicks with the possession here. They lead by 7. Right side, Anunoby. Pass to McBride. Outside Achua. Over Leonard. The bank shot, no good.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Yep, count it.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
They get it back.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Outside Payne. Inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Harden with a bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Clippers on D. They trail by 7. Robinson with it. Picked up by Eubanks. Left side Payne. Pass to Akporti. Here's Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's going to go on Drew Eubanks.
Mitchell Robinson on the floor for his defense unequivocally, but this young guy is really coming on the offensive end. Great job drawing the contact.
And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through, and what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation. Leaving. Little room for error. And some changes here for New York. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. New York leading by 5. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Leonard for 3. Hart pulls it in.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the middle. Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl-Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Back to Harden. Nice D from Bridges. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
No good from outside. Clippers trail by 9. Shot by Leonard, no good. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Back to Towns. Shoots from the right block. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
And some very quick points for him on that possession. And New York has possession. Here's Towns. Count the basket. Towns has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Out to Bridges. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Towns with room to shoot. And the shot falls short that time.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Leonard, left side. And it's New York with a rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one. Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Knicks.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl-Anthony Towns.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so New York takes this one by a big margin.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And it's the Celtics to start out. Pass to Porzingis. Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Tatum. The screen from Brown. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Pocket two. Here's James. It's good from about 19 feet. James has got the first basket of the game for the Lakers. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Pass to White. Tatum on the wing. Screen by Porzingis. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Wow, what a smart offensive player. You can depend on Jason Tatum to take quality shots within the game plan.
Here's Doncic. And good that time.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Boston. Left side, Brown. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
And Len has it in the corner. Outside, James. Rebound, Boston. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Number 17.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. To the middle, Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 2. And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And the shot goes in.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
The fourth team.
Lakers trail by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jalen in check. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Tatum after Jaylen Brown's miss. And the dunk by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And Brown over to help. Pass to LeBron. Takes it inside. Here's Doncic. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Tatum. He makes that one drop only a second in 5 tries.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it. He will expose it.
Len, good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Tatum looking around. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball.
Screen by Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
The Celtics, 14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
To the right side. And taken away by Brown. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
6 on the shot clock. Connect. No good. Celtics leading by 4. White wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Finney-Smith. Got a piece of it. Here's Vanderbilt. Excellent D there from Holiday. Back to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Oh, sit down.
Here's Doncic. He's got 6. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Hey guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
That's his second personal foul.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
James looking it over. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. To the paint. Here's Reeves. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Boston again missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
James with the bucket.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And the Lakers making a change here. LeBron with it. He has 7. It's rebounded by Porzingis. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Doncic lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 8 points.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
White, a good look. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 4. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks making the shot. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Basket good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now here's Brunson. Back to Bridges. Hart, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now the Knicks with it. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom. Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by one. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Williams with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Brunson, left side. Pass to Hart. Brunson outside. Towns with it. He's defended by Hartenstein. Pocket two. Here's Anunoby. That one a little long. Outside Williams. Back to Hartenstein. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's the way you play defense. Anticipated the hop step, beat him to the spot, and able to get the call.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. New York trailing. .106 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Towns. Over in the corner, Nick Bryant. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here are the Thunder now. Joe with it. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Here's Holmgren. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
And here is Bridges. Scoreless thus far. Here's Payne. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Payne hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Holmgren. Misses the layup. Got it off in time. Unable to get that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 1. And the second quarter will... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future. Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Williams for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Inside, Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Picked by Williams. Robinson pulls it in.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Timeout, Oklahoma City.
Talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Towns with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Anunoby outside. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Over Hartenstein. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, that mid-range arsenal is real for Karl Anthony Towns. This guy legit 3-level scorer at 7 foot.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Anunoby slams it in.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
We know Doris that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Williams with the ball, now guarded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 5. Pass to McBride. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes.
And the shot goes in. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Tries the spin move. Brunson draws the double. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's Caruso. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Alex Caruso.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Oklahoma City trailer. Over to the wing. Williams from outside. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Down low. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wallace outside. Now Caruso. And he makes good on the layup. Caruso's got his second bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Robinson with it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. To the middle. Stolen by Anunoby. Knocked loose. Pass to Caruso. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Bridges. Oh!
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
And the basket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Let's see those best moves.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson outside. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Brunson outside. Bridges misses. The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Can't get it to fall. Here's Hart. Out to Brunson. To the inside. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams changing it up here.
City Dancer.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The lead is 2.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Yeah, that's just an innate awareness that the clock is putting you under duress. Jalen Brunson calmly delivers.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Williams double team. And it's Wiggins missing.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
The dunk by Achua.
How about that well-timed drop-off? Jalen Brunson just knows where to put the basketball.
Here's Wiggins. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Thunder. And Hart has it in the corner. Brunson draws the double. In the corner, it's Bridges. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. And Towns throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, Gian, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line, 1 shot. Substitution on the court.
And so it's New York with it. A 2-point game. With 1 on the clock, Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter.
The Thunder, 38.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some noise. Time to get loud now, everyone, because it's time for a t-shirt call. T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise, and we'll send one your way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Achua. To the paint. Payne with it. Back to Towns. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Holmgren. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
They grabbed their own miss. No good that time. Here's Williams into the lane.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Achua. Shoots over Holmgren. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And that one, good.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Outside, Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby has the open look. New York, no good that time either. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Achua. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Picked his pocket. Anunoby, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Holmgren in the corner. Lets it go from deep to the wing right side. Outside Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Mikal Bridges.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. They set the pick. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And here's Brunson. To the middle. They need this. And the layup good by Hart.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, what a pump fake by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who is always looking for ways to improve.
Here's Brunson. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Bridget. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. And the Knicks miss again. Now the Thunder with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Williams for 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Knicks trail by 6. Wilson with it. Williams picks him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
But Jalen Brunson's driving ability just puts such extraordinary pressure on defenses.
At the line, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Brunson.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Brunson scanning the floor. That shot, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Pass to Anunoby. Jacks up a 3. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Jalen Brunson, second personal foul, 13th foul.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 17 seconds left in the game. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Brunson outside. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Oklahoma City foul. That's Caruso. Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hartenstein. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now, here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. Williams, that's for 2. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Now Brunson. Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the inside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul. 2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket here in overtime for the Thunder. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We're just over a minute into overtime here. Brunson outside. Inside. Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Knicks. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And he drives in. Here's Hartenstein. And the layup falls. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, just good recognition in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander reacting to the defense perfectly.
Count it. Good. Towns has got 22 points.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Towns, the screen. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson draws the double. 5 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. On the clock. Hurt. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Pass to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Hartenstein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Bridges, right side. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Brunson with it. Back to Bridges. Down low. Here's Towns. It's off. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably.
Me